Hi, hello, hi. Uh, intro. This is a story essay on the Way of Kings made by Benjelder. Yeah. Shoutouts to him for everything. Not just this, for creating this map, but also for helping me with a lot of stuff. The map is called the Way of Kings. You can find this on Planet Minecraft and have fun with it, I guess. Besides that, this is going to be all theorization and my observation, so it's not 100% correct, but it was fun to do. I know it's a bit different from Odyssey, but I just did it because why not? It was a fun thing. Yeah, I spent 2 days and hopefully it's not that bad. Yeah. Now I guess on to the bosses. Yeah. See you later in the outro. Are the pretenders? Pretenders are a group or minority of people in the country that follow the custom. The custom being is to kill the current monarch to gain the throne for themselves and become a lord. When we play, we are a pretender, a person with only one purpose. Fortunately, we were taken away from our home, from wherever that's supposed to be, in the Blackwall prison, kept captive to never achieve our purpose, nor dream or desires, to never be a lord. Another fact about the pretenders. The word pretend means to behave so as to make it appear that something is the case when in fact it is not. But is it the same definition as we said it was for what a pretender is? Kinda. As a pretender, we are able to shapeshift. In a way, we can disguise. This is shown with Great King Magnus. When we fight him in the Sanctum, we find Milius, disguised. Milius is a pretender, but in reality, he's Great King Magnus. So this means Magnus is a pretender, and he was able to shapeshift in a way that he pretended, or he disguised as Milius. That means pretenders are capable of disguising themselves as different beings. And that's a very interesting thing. It means all pretenders can shapeshift and disguise themselves as different beings. I mean, we can do that, Great King Magnus can do that, and whoever is a pretender could do that. The Blackwall Guardian. A guardian of the Blackwall prison, stopping pretenders to escape and capture the throne. These guardians of the Blackwall prison, obeying the Lord of the Depths, locked up his enemies who are the pretenders in said prison, stopping them from achieving their purpose. The Lord of the Depths said to build the Blackwall prison, to hold the pretenders there be locked forever, to which he hired guardians that protect the Blackwall prison. the Flora Knight, was created by Queen Vira after a defeat by King Olaf. His purpose was to keep intruders away from Vira's garden, protecting a strange seed that acted as a key to unlock this passage to Queen Vira's hidden residence. Despite his own desires to see his maker, he stayed loyal to Queen Vira, understanding that he himself is but a mere creation, with one purpose only, to protect, which became his own burden. The wolf pack were wolves who inhabited the woods close to a village, living in harmony with the villagers. However, one day, the Lord of the Depths ascended from below and began to corrupt the wolves into creatures of the dark. They were marked by darkness itself, by the depths, becoming nothing but puppets of the Lord of. Priest King Theodor, our fiery devotion. He was once a priest, a man of God, becoming the envoy of the divine will. After becoming king, he ruled over with faith in his God, absolute faith. However, during his reign, a war struck between him and Vira, to which Theodor failed and he was dethroned. After his defeat, he went mad, going on a decade-long pilgrimage. When he returned to his lands, it all burst into flames, indicating that his god had spoken. Cursed by his god to contain the flames, he was delusional, believing that the nature of his god is fire. Oh, sweet summer child. Once slain by the pretender, Theodor realizes why he was defeated by Vira. His flame, his god. He had been abandoned a long time ago. Without fire, only darkness may prevail. This rancid world. Vira, mistress of poison, was once a doctor studying medicine. Alongside her profession, she had a hobby that would soon turn into an obsession. Experimenting and becoming a scientist on plants and poison, she began to make memoirs. After her studies, she took over Theodor's reign, becoming the queen. During her reign, she was an evil, wicked queen. But her reign did end short when Olaf decided to attack and overtook Vira by becoming the king. She was banished from her castle, thrown deep in the sewers. She began to poison water sources to calm her anger, mourning her loss for daylight, to grow her plants every day. When the pretender came, they saw what was left of Vera, a woman who wanted to ascend upwards to reclaim her honor, to clear her past humiliation and loss, to escape. Unfortunately, that was cut short when the pretender slayed her, and during her last moments, she saw the truth, that all things must disappear so that new life may grow. Vera perished with never achieving her goal, her record kept as a humiliated queen, never escaping the putrid source. Olaf the Conqueror, the warrior from the north. He was known of this country, being from the north. He was a fearsome, honorable man of great power. He came to the country and fought against Vira, and soon became the king, the conqueror. He held his warriors whom are loyal to him, and him only in his residence. He was the most ruthless king of all kings. Not even a king, a barbarian. A man saw this and decided to take action. Magnus. Magnus fought and was the great one. He fought and killed Olaf and became the king. Olaf left and made his new residence. A massive labyrinth, a castle and mountains. His warriors stayed loyal to him. Whether it was out of fear or honor, they were loyal to their king despite his loss. Olaf was heroic, but unfortunately arrogant. And his last seconds on this world were complete chuckling at the pretender until his head was chopped off. corpse and soul of a hero. It speaks of the way that a body without a soul, it's only a vessel, while a soul without a body stays unsatisfied until it seeks and obtains a new body. Why would a nameless dead hero bear his soul? Perhaps this hero bears his soul. But who? Could it be the Lord of Depths, or is it another soul completely? Much is unknown and enigmatic, left to shroud as a mystery to be solved by theories. However, one thing is known, and that this is the corpse and the soul of hero, corrupted and shorn of light. A theory could be suggested that the Lord of Depths used this hero as a puppet for his own doings, or even that the Lord of the Depths is the soul and corpse, perhaps controlling this body and soul for his own. Emissary of Death. Thing made by the Lord of the Depths? Perhaps, but given only one task and mission to kill us, the Pretender. It is said that it holds a piece of darkness, a glowing shard, showing another universe. With said universe, it shows something that wants to escape, something ancient and malevolent. Much is unknown and enigmatic, as all things are in the world of death and life. But we are sure that the Emissary of Death is a being who obeys the Lord of the Depths. Something that attaches to people, to pretenders, to end their life, trapping their souls for the Lord of the Depths to use for eternity. Warmaster, the erudite blacksmith. He was the one who forged armor and weapons for the kings and queens. For decades, he was the one who gave out magic, who created blades, scythes, crossbows, tridents, whatever it will be. If it had the purpose of battle or war, he was there to forge. Gathering all the legendary magic weapons, we shall be granted audience to battle the Warmaster. After we defeat him, he grants us our very own weapon as the monarch. He appears to be a humble yet self-confident man. Even during his defeat, he respected us, calling us Your Majesty. Magnus was once a pretender, and much like us, he had one purpose: kill the current monarch and take over. After triumph and triumph, he achieved victory, killing Olaf and becoming a king. He became a wonderful king. Some he was the great king, others he was the golden, and even rarely the Lord of Sun. However, day by day Magnus was growing weaker, his golden blood dripping down the sanctum's roots, spilling his powers away. And when the old kings began to send chaos, Theodor burning land, Vira poisoning water resources, Olaf destroying cattle and villages, he was powerless, proving himself to be a weak coward. He disguised himself as a beggar named Milius to find another pretender that is fit to take the throne. And after a long journey of guiding us, we face the true king. The true king was Milius? Of course not! It was Magnus, great King Magnus. And as we stood in the sanctum, we faced Magnus. Either we are erased from history completely, or become the sixth ruler of this world. After the pretender defeats Magnus, he was happy, even joyful. Some might say being respectable. His end was met with trust in us, faith in us, to protect the kingdom, and now he was under our command as the sixth ruler. Long live the king! Lord of the Depths, a body without a soul. Only he can impose a soul onto others, to inhabit a body inhabited by another soul. The first king of the land, and the one true monarch. His name erased by history, legacy ruined, his body without a soul. At his battle, we reach the end. We see the very throne, the crown, the kingdom holy. All past kings stood here, proving the kingdom was built on an abyss. His master was torn away from him. Theodor's faith failed him. He succumbed to madness. Vira clung to life and cherished her plans. Unfortunately, she died in the dark. Olaf was the symbol of honor, glory, and victory, but he failed from arrogance. Magnus, his soul shall be taken by him, for him to use. Everyone fought against him, despite being the one who shaped the world. So what is our purpose? Justice, order, or truth, whatever it will be. He becomes chaos, for he dictates the rules of the world. With his defeat, he didn't die peacefully, instead threatening us ominously, speaking that this will never end, as if this will all happen again. Kings and queens will reign again, and pretenders will take the throne once more. A vicious cycle of lordship, and he will be back over and over again till the world itself decays to mirage. as I said, we're in the outro. Uh, I hope it was enjoyable. Yeah, it was a fun experience for me, and I hope I did not disappoint. I guess. Uh, Either way, I'm happy with the outcome, and it was a lot of fun overall. What I think next will be the DLC. Yeah, I need to speak out the DLC. Next video is not gonna be Odyssey, or maybe it will be about Odyssey, but who knows? It could be Odyssey, or it could be the DLC of this story. So the story will have the same format, which will be speaking about the bosses. But the end, it's going to speak about what changes from the original, like from the base and the DLC. So what's the difference between them and how they affect each other. So yeah, I guess that's an exciting plan, and I hope this was a new thing. Like, I don't know. Is it good? Is it bad? But yeah. Bye bye. Okay, and last thing, which is the shout out, because I just want to make sure, because Benjelder does not get enough credit, and I think you just look at the YouTube channel, just look at the Planet Minecraft, whatever it is, just look at Benjelder's work, please. Thank you.